Yes, good evening, good morning. Ẹ káalẹ́, ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ káàsán, whatever it is. Níbikíbi tí ẹ bá ti ń wà. This is OtunbaHOO latest show, and with me in the studio ní àṣálẹ́ is about 10:30 UK time. Are my brothers, friends, colleagues, and everything you want to see them. They're my paddies. In the studio, I want to start by introducing to you from America, Adekunle Adeleye, Alagba Adekunle Adeleye, and then also from France, Alagba Seyi Olayode. From yesterday's show, we were both together. We discussed oríṣiríṣi nǹkan. So, Alaye again, the breaking news is that the Alano of Ilana. Papa, professors, how do you come about that? But it's just like, just to appreciate the name. So, just a quick introduction, Alagwadekunle, to our viewers.
Once again, thanks for having me on your show. And I'm Adekunle Adele. I'm a public policy analyst, a strong believer in the establishment of independent Yoruba nation. I've been on this show before, just once before, as a matter of fact, yesterday, and people can already determine where I stand on issues with regards to the establishment of the Yoruba nation. So, and I believe it is in relation to that, or with regards to what is going on around that narrative, that we're here today again. And I promise to share my views without any hindrance, without any fair or favor to anyone here today. Adekunle Adeleye means my name.
Thank you. Oshe, my dear. Well, again, I must also kind of a feedback. Also, when you said Yoruba, even at major events, I mean, pẹ̀lú àwọn tó ń advocate pé our lingua franca is already determined by the Almighty. Yoruba it's like a compass box. It's compact. It's fully put together. We will probably have no need to start looking for there's no language in the whole world that is 100% their own. So judging from the time civilization or talking about religion started, so you find some Latinic, some German, some words put together. But I rather want to say Yoruba. Yoruba is Jemilogun. Yoruba is drug in Yoruba. So let's do more Yoruba.
Okay, more Yoruba than
yes. I'm a mix here because the modern day of today, gone are the days. Send confirm mama English. Otabon Queen Kotoku mama Queen call on for on tabon to merit. Tíyàwó mi sọ pé mama ti tà wọ́n because of English. So we are going to talk more Yoruba, and where necessary, English. So my next partner or company is from France. Alagba Seyi Olayode, introduce yourself, please.
Good evening again, viewers, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Seyi Olayode. I'm a sociologist, I'm a social political commentator. I'm an unrepentant Yoruba nation activist, a Yoruba sovereign nation I'm an unrepentant.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ ló ti sọ lóyìnbó ìbára ẹ fẹ́ mọ bí tí
Báwo yẹn máa tún padà sí school ọkọ Yorùbá díẹ̀ unrepentant. Mi máa yọ lè yọ unrepentant. Unrepentant. Ẹni tí ò lè tí ò lè padà sẹ́yìn.
Tí ò lè sí àyípadà.
Tí ò lè sí àyípadà.
Tí ò lè sí àyípadà.
Ẹ ṣe gan ọ̀rọ̀ òun nìyẹn.
Now, ẹ̀yin boys, a gbọ́ ní èní is a breaking news pé bàbá Professor Banji Akintoye wọ́n resign. At first, some people rò pé Yorùbá nation kìíní ó ti kú bàbá ti resign nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Kí ni immediate reaction yín Alàgbà Adékúnlé nígbà tẹ́ gbọ́ news yẹn?
Tẹ́ ẹ bá rántí sà nígbà tẹ́ send yẹn kíní ẹ̀ sí mo ní this might not be true.
Yes, yes, mo níran.
Ní láìpẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ tó send bàbá statement sí mi, mo pe a few people and they share that sentiment pé ó lè má jẹ́ lóòótọ́. So I came to the conclusion pé iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ àwọn tó fẹ́ fa owó àgọ́ sẹ́yìn ni èyí, pé àwọn náà fẹ́ create confusion, àwọn náà mú ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń juxtapose ẹ̀ wọ́n yí mọ́ra wọn láti fi confuse àwọn ènìyàn. Nǹkan tó ń ṣe nìyẹn. Kò dẹ̀ yà mí lẹ́nu rárá. I wasn't surprised that happened. And nǹkan tí èyí fi hàn ní pé iṣẹ́ tí bàbá ń ṣe, iṣẹ́ tí various groups for the campaign to establish an independent Yorùbá nation ṣe, ó ń wọ̀ wọ́n lára nìyẹn. Ó ti ń yà wọ́n lẹ́nu, ó dẹ̀ ń wọ̀ wọ́n lára pé kí ni máa ń dùn lọ nìyẹn, ó mà ti dùn tán pé jẹ́ kí n lọ da èdè àìyedè sáàrin wọn. Inú mi dẹ̀ wá dùn pé that had little or no effect sáàrin àwa tó ń ja ìjàngbara yìí. Láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà òun ni bàbá fún ara wọn náà jáde láti refute that narrative. Ó wá ṣe mí láàánú pé a mainstream news media ló gbé kíní ẹ̀ jáde, Punch newspaper. Ṣùgbọ́n kò yà mí lẹ́nu pé Sahara Reporter wà nínú àwọn tó share irú ìtàn àmúlùmálà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Nǹkan tó they thrive in sensationalism. Bó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé most news media nǹkan tó fi ń tajà ní sensationalism, so that àwọn èèyàn lè sáré lọ wò. The more people go online to view that story, the more money they make. The more àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ ra pépà yẹn, lómi ẹ̀tẹ̀ máa fẹ́ ra pépà yẹn for posterity pé nǹkan báyìí àwọn nílé àwọn tiẹ̀ rí kíní kan kù.
Yeah. Mo send links here so you can share with your friends and family. Alàgbà Ṣèyí, kí ni immediate reaction yín gbà tẹ́ gbọ́ ń pa bàbá
equally I don't níwọ̀n bá tí mo wọ bàbá sí then commitment wọn sí campaign yìí lágbà tí mo ti mọ̀ wọ́n ti ń sọ kúrò tó wọ́n bọ́ sí ọ̀rọ̀ leadership Yorùbá sovereignty. I don't think it can ever happen anyway, but I knew that story was false. But look, Punch Lenujometa yi. I used to see I Punch as one of those that support democracy and Yoruba nationalism one way or the other. Maybe not fully, but that way he has been. They've never been so. They are not like other people, other newspapers or journals that always sort of bring out falsehoods or spread false information about Yoruba self-determination. And they Punch as editorials has always been in support of one way or the other supporting Yoruba cause. But surprisingly, what did the emergency Punch newspaper share so against the bring out something, bring out news that is not true or half truth, also, and with our reporters. So we don't know why are they being paid but it's either they're by politicians or some disgruntled members within the Yoruba campaign that are also using them. I don't know. So, but I know that Baba cannot just resign like that because that human beings can be human beings, but if it's not a day thing, he cannot just he can't resign. So, and thank God he has come out to clear the air about the resignation he made only about Ilana Omodua, which is just a member, which is also a member of the global, let me use the word global Yoruba community or Yoruba self-determination community called YSD, Yoruba Self-Determination Movement, which Lanotu is also a member. So he has also cleared the air that he has resigned as Ilana Omo Odua chairman, though still a patron, just like patron for many Yoruba self-determination groups. So to be able to can't only relax, you can't only face the global Yoruba self-determination group where can't only feel àwọn ìlànà new chairman come around the day-to-day activity of ìlànà ọmọ Oòduà. So nǹkan tí mo rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I'm sure you will all join me to congratulate the new leader. That is Professor Wale Adeniran. It's a very close brother, friend, and everything. So I want to, the three of us want to join on this program to congratulate him. I want to wish him well. Because tí wọ́n bá dáwọ́lé lọ́rọ̀ leadership ìlànà kọ́lọ́n kó máa fi Kúnlé serious o tí mo fi ṣe ráyé wá ń tà báyìí Yorùbá àwọn tó yẹ kí Yorùbá máa lọ gerere bí kó máa fà bí lábàáyé kó máa lọ báyìí òun ló wà ní pé à ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí Mexican Nigerian Yorùbá Mexican.
Yorùbá Mexican.
Àwọn viewers ní bínú ni.
Of course, this is fantastic part of the show. Táwọn gbogbo wa ní pé ẹlòmíì àti ẹni orúkọ òun dẹ̀ tiẹ̀ ń wò bóyá òun fẹ́ rí Ernest tàbí kò ń rí kíní kan orúkọ òyìnbó kan ọbẹ̀ kò sẹ́ni tó lórúkọ òyìnbó láàrin wa bí.
Mo fẹ́ fi nǹkan kún mo fẹ́ kín yín lẹ́yìn fún nǹkan tẹ́ sọ yẹn. The quick appointment bí a ṣe sáré yan Baba Adeniran to be the new leader of
Ìlànà ọmọ Oòduà.
Ó fi hàn pé ìfẹ́, forward thinking, peace, stability, uniqueness of the Yoruba people. Nǹkan tó fi hàn nìyẹn. Nǹkan tó ó illustrate ó ṣe àfihàn bí àwa Yorùbá bá ṣe máa ń ṣe nǹkan. Àwọn kan eléyìí máa pa àwọn tó ń sọ wípé tá a bá gba ìlú wa ìjà máa wà. Àwọn naysayers, àwọn visionists pé ìjà máa wà. Kò síjà, kò sí ẹ̀tanú, kò sí ọ̀rọ̀ òdì sẹ́nì kankan. Ẹsẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ ni àti gbé bàbá wa Adéníran as the new leader of ìlànà ọmọ Odùduwà. Ó dẹ̀ jẹ́ kí inú mi dùn gidi gan pé à ń ṣe àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ní létòlétò ní tẹ̀léǹtẹ̀lé, ó dẹ̀ ń lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Bóyá kò tíì tásìkò tó yẹ kí n sọ eléyìí, bóyá ìbéèrè ṣì máa wá lórí ẹ̀.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Òun ni pé báwo la ṣe expect kí bàbá wa Professor Akintoye kó jẹ́ àwọn náà máa wà níbí, àwọn náà máa wà lọ́hùn, àwọn náà máa wà. At a point, no matter how young a leader is, máa delegate àwọn authorities kan fún down the line. Nǹkan tó dẹ̀ ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ni it shows common sense, it shows leadership, it shows democracy, it shows that igi kan ò ń dágbó ṣe, igi kan kò kì í dágbó ṣe. Ẹ bá ń fa bàbá lọ́tùn, ẹ bá ń fa bàbá lósì, ṣé bí bàbá kan yìí náà ni? Èmi dẹ̀ ti gbọ́ nínú ìwé mímọ́ kan, ìwé ẹ̀sìn kan tó sọ pé the only person who is kí náà ti máa ń pè náà tó lè wà níbi gbogbo ní ìgbà gbogbo, òun ni Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè. Bàbá òun ṣe Ọlọ́run, kò lè sí níbi gbogbo ní ìgbà gbogbo. So it is normal, it is the right thing to do, especially when one regards his age, to do what he has just done. Common sense demands it. That's the right thing to do.
Yes, and I want to appreciate that. For me, as there was it. I mean, I'm not going to say there was a time, and there's still a time when I can say without fear of any contradiction that I have worked closely with Prof. And as a quick learner, mo ní àǹfààní láti mọ èèyàn tí bàbá jẹ́, and also mo dẹ̀ ní àǹfààní láti sọ pé àyòmọye ìgbà la máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ débẹ̀ pé bàbá iṣẹ́ ẹ rò pé ìjẹ́ ìmọ̀ pẹ̀lú yìí dà pé káyọ̀ èjì ń kù, ẹrù yìí pọ̀, ẹ̀yin nìkan ẹ lè máa ṣe iṣẹ́ èèyàn 100. Ordinarily, ó yẹ kí ẹ máa delegate most of our nǹkan tẹ́ bá ń ṣe. And like I said, readily without any further, Baba agreed to some of our idea. I'm sure I'm not the only person. Àyòmọye àwọn èèyàn náà tó máa ń gbé idea ránṣẹ́ sí Baba. Wọ́n dẹ̀ máa ń listen. He has Baba listen a lot. Wọ́n máa ń lọ́ra gbé ọ̀rọ̀. Wọ́n dẹ̀ máa ń yára gbọ́rọ̀. Wọ́n á fi sùúrù fèsì. So I'm also very happy for him because
Bàbá ń ka Bíbélì wọn déédéé nìyẹn. Bàbá ń ka Bíbélì wọn déédéé ni wọ́n ní yára láti gbọ́, lọ́ra láti fèsì.
And I can also confirm that we spoke, let me put it that way. I think a couple of minutes after telling me the phone rang, and it was him, and I first congratulated him, and he gave me more info as to Kining Contushele. Now, one of you you make reference to one of the Nigerian national newspaper, Punch. I used to have a direct dealings with Punch far back in the 80s, because one of my senior deputy editors, or was that, he passed on now, made me to be more close to Punch. And Punch had always remained to be a liberal, a cultural, social newspaper that touches many areas. Other people, but again, a lot of things has happened. But Anthony Beyen later bothering. Yeah, when he passed on. Sure, well, like another thing, so many things, so many changes are taking place. So I'm not surprised the way local newspaper will pick news ìròyìn. But you see, me as a media person, it ó máa help me láti make some conclusions. Ẹ rí i pé couple of times the last 2 or 3 years tí local newspaper, when I say local newspaper, these are the Punch and some other Vanguard or whatever, tán dá sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation, tán gbé sensationally ní pé there was one time nígbà táwọn kan make bogus and false allegation pé Baba was involved in all kind of things. Dáìmù ní NAS nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀. It all turned to be lies, teaching of lies. So wọ́n gbé ńgbà yẹn, all I'm trying to say ni pé tí national bí Punch tó bá ń gbé àwọn ìròyìn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tí wọ́n bá ń pick tí wọ́n fẹ́ pick, but tí wọ́n bá wá pick this campaign, I don't know whether I'm making sense to you guys. So tí wọ́n bá pick irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀, we probably still have to we also need to talk to our media people. Unfortunately, I'm no more the chairman. I'm not in position to insert or to assert that kind of thing. But I'm sure most of them will be listening to this program tonight and or later on tomorrow. At the stage kan tó pé a ní láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí attract local newspaper, Nigerian local newspaper. But having said that, some of them will turn around and say, olójú nǹkan tó hàn lè sọ orú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn o, tó bá sọ ń sẹ́ máa lọ close down newspaper wọn ni, ṣé Nation ni kó dá sọ̀rọ̀ wa ni, àbí Trumpet, àbí Daily Times àbákan. Anyway, but not to take much of your time because people are waiting to hear more from both of you tonight. Now, kí ni advantage àti disadvantage Baba decided to as Yalani?
Well, to me, I think the workload, because initially when the self-determination group were small, and it didn't attract enough people, and the job wasn't too demanding, quote unquote. Now, I would say we have been able to cope with the pressures coming here and there. But with what's going on, I'm not a part member of Ilano, but now the job is getting tougher. Let me say tougher and more demanding right now. So for him, with his age, even without from age, with so many things needing attention right now to address to, with pressures of keeping an organization intact and working smoothly. I think the best is to decentralize power. Let me just use power. Centralize rules. So I think what he has done, which is I think it's very good, is okay, since Professor Dinero has always been with him, they have been together onto one land on it. I think the best thing to do is let Professor Dinero take charge of Ilano Modua, and Baba is the patron, and Baba is the head of all self-determination group, because there are works within the movement and the movement that needs his attention, that needs that demands him to be present for always. I need one. That's got nothing to do with Ilano, but self-determination campaign as a whole. So maybe delegating or decentralizing or shaving that Ilana part to Professor Adeno, which is very, very good. It's a very good idea for him to be able to take charge of happenings within Ilana Group, while Prof itself take over, continue his role as overall leader of the self-determination movement. So I want to concentrate fully to that particular role. So when divide attention on more and more. So any internal workings within that, or internal challenges or demands within that, we do handle by Professor Dini. Although àwọn ọmọ bá ṣe máa ṣe àwọn dynamics ibẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn pé àwọn sọ wọn tó take as a patron, but now is, let me say, we are fully taking his attention to the demands, to current demands of the self-determination movement, which is what is the best thing I think to do.
So in one word, you all of the opinion is pé the workload will be
lesser. On the show, yeah.
And in the final something, Baba lè ní more time fún tí gbogbo àgbékà náà, because the main is a preoccupation is to how we achieve or actualize
yeah,
the Yoruba nation, which I think, in fairness, he has been doing a great job. Even there are so many other leaders also. The reaction of the other people is bound to vary from one. Now let's quickly go to another area that is
please.
Oh yes, sorry. Yeah. Your might be no.
I want to react to two things.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
If it's a borrowed insane.
Yes, please.
Ti or Tesoluri media.
Yeah.
I think you opened a little bit of a Pandora's box with what you said.
Bring it on.
I think the heavy reliance on private internet TV, social TV needs to be curtailed. Nígbà tí èmi àti yín sọ̀rọ̀ over 1.5 hours lánàá after the show, ó ní nǹkan tá a jọ sọ.
Yes.
And ẹsẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ mo ti develop 7-point agenda. Number 1 on the list ní 7-point agenda tí mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń work on yẹn, òun ni nǹkan tẹ́ touch on yẹn. And that is this idea. We must begin to churn out our news on mainstream media. But mainstream media.
Yeah.
Our publicity department, on money láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń ṣiṣẹ́ to actualize this. Let us call their bluff. Let us tell them they are contravening the ethics of their profession. Tó ń bá gbé news wa, ẹ jẹ́ kí àwọn lawyers wa, ẹ jẹ́ kán fà wọ́n léwu, kán fà wọ́n ṣòkòtò pé àwa náà ní news sí. Tẹ́ ẹ bá gbé ní news wa, that means pé ẹ wà partial ni. The media, they're supposed to be the fifth estate of the realm.
Yeah.
So tí wọn bá ṣiṣẹ́ wọn níṣẹ́, ẹ̀tọ́ wa ni láti pè wọ́n níjà pé you guys, you're not doing your job. You are being partial. A gbọ́dọ̀ máa jẹ́ kí àwọn news wa tó jọjú kó máa jáde ní mainstream media. Ẹ wo, the reality on the ground is that àwọn kan wà tó jẹ́ pé wọn ò fẹ́ súnmọ́ social media. Tí news kan bá ti jáde lórí social media, wọ́n ti trivialize news yẹn nìyẹn. Nídìí èyí, we must start using the mainstream media. Èyí tó bá lè gbọ́rọ̀ wa, èyí tí ò bá fẹ́ gbọ́rọ̀ wa, a gbọ́dọ̀ pè wọ́n níjà pé ẹ ṣe iṣẹ́ yín níṣẹ́, wà tó yẹ kẹ́ máa láwùjọ, ká dẹ̀ máa tọ́ka sí wọn pé ká máa pè wọ́n lẹ́ẹ̀kan lóòrèkóòrè pé this is what is going on. Bóyá wọ́n ṣe live show ni o, bóyá wọ́n ká pè wọ́n I believe in live conferencing. Boy, I fẹ́ ṣe conference ni ká jẹ́ kán wà níbẹ̀ pé a fẹ́ ṣe conference báyìí. Wọ́n lè má sí ní àwọn ibì kankan because of security reasons and all that. I get that. But àwọn adarí wa ní media wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ máa pè wọ́n kó máa jẹ́ kó mọ àwọn nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀, àwọn nǹkan tá a bá fẹ́ jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ síta. Àwa náà ní ẹ̀tọ́ láti gbé news síta lórí àwọn media wọn. Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ the delegation of bàbá tí à ń sọ̀rọ̀ èmi mo fẹ́ wà one step ahead díẹ̀ torí bí mi ṣe máa ń ṣe nǹkan tó.
Yeah.
I already see Baba as a head of state.
Yeah, you said so.
Mo ti sọ bẹ́ẹ̀
privately. Of course.
Sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ sí gbàgbánsì. I already see him as a head of state. And for that reason, he cannot lead all these groups, all these various groups. Ó yẹ káwọn leader and groups kàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní report fún bàbá ni. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká fọwọ́ aago sẹ́yìn. Even though he is not formally a head of state, I have already seen him in that realm. Gbogbo àwọn tí mo máa ń bá sọ̀rọ̀, nǹkan tó jọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn máa ń bá wọn sọ ní gbogbo ìgbà pé this man is our head of state. He's going to be our first head of state. Bó wù kẹ́ pè ní prime minister, bó wù kẹ́ pè ní chairman of Nigeria, bó wù kẹ́ pè ní whatever tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ pè wọ́n kẹ́ pè wọ́n. He is, to my understanding, to my belief, a head of state. So the right thing, not she, láti relinquish position as chairman of Ìlànà. And máa fi àsìkò yìí rọ bàbá, whatever group tó ń bá ṣì ń head lórí mi ò lè mú gbogbo ìtàn bẹ́ẹ̀ ọkùnrin náà ni.
Àti bá òfin lànà yẹn.
So kán jọ̀wọ́ ẹ̀lẹ́ fún àwọn tó máa ṣe kínní kán máa káwọn kan bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní report fún bàbá lóòrèkóòrè. That's just bí èmi ṣe rí nìyẹn. Ẹni tó bá ṣì ń rò pé bóyá Professor Akintoye is just a chairman of a group. He's taking us a little bit, he's slowing us down. I already see him as a head of state, even though the position is not formal yet. But I believe it's something that will happen in the very nearest future. I don't want to talk about time. Yeah. Question about me with regards to that, because I don't pull punches. Tẹ́ bá béèrè question lọ́wọ́ mi, I will say it ṣá bó ṣe rí lọ́kàn mi.
Àwọn ọmọ náà ní pram.
Bó bá ṣe rí lọ́kàn mi bí mo ṣe máa gbé lẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Tí n bá wọ́n ní àwọn Yorùbá sọ pé tó kì í balẹ̀ kó padà sẹ́nu. Tí n bá ti sọ, mo sọ nìyẹn. Ìyẹn ò mean pé I cannot be diplomatic or I cannot nuance whatever I say. The bar will be a kind mocker who will survive just like
the party media yeah. I think there's a small or a little hiccup with that mainstream media issue. Actually, they should be the best form, the best avenue of propagating, quote unquote, propagating our campaign. But the issue we have, because I've discussed it with the publicity director a few days ago or last, I can't remember. And from what I know is that most of this, let's look at the way the press is a little bit being gagged in Nigeria. Recently, APC, Rufayati Dr. Abati ni Arise News.
Yeah.
Arise News. And that's what the government is doing with all media stations. One thing that's okay.
Democracy.
Exactly.
Democracy.
Because democracy and democracy in Nigeria,
Isn't that
democracy ti kú.
it's the cool Nigeria.
Isn't that one of the reasons? Shouldn't that be one of the reasons that we sọ pé ó lè jẹ́ reason bí n tí báyìí?
Bẹ́ẹ̀
Ṣé mo pé mo sọ kíní kan pé mo recite poem James Hudson Taylor.
yes,
He's one of my favorite poets. A little thing is a little thing, but faithfulness to little thing is a great thing. Bó ṣe lè kó bí tító àwọn nǹkan kéékèèké wọ̀nyí òun ló di nǹkan ńlá.
Ó má tàgàn.
It is ó yẹ ká máa pariwo síta, ó yẹ ká máa sọ. It should be one of the reasons tí a fi ń ja ìjàngbara yìí. Bó bá ṣe pọ̀ sí the international media, the international society, wọn fi ṣeré rárá. Ibi tó bá ti ń gáàgì ìròyìn, tó bá ti ń gáàgì nǹkan tí àwọn ọ̀nà ìjọba ti ń operate. So it's ó jẹ wọ́n lógún gan. You don't gag the media. You don't or the media. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ máa wò. Most of these media houses, wọ́n kàn ń fi yẹn ṣe àwáwí ni. Because gbogbo wa la mọ̀ pé they have their patronage with the ruling government. Will you be surprised? Ṣó máa yà yín lẹ́nu? Ṣó máa yà yín lẹ́nu pé tí PDP bá kájẹ sọ pé tí ṣe fẹ́ ṣe ìjàngbara yàbí whatever, kí PDP win ní election ta ní PDP president. Wọ́n ṣe tún máa tún shift nìyẹn. They are not sincere to their profession. They are not sincere to the ethics of the profession. They are not sincere to the people of Nigeria. They are not sincere to the outside world. Àwọn kan ló máa ń go cap in hands. Gbogbo wọn dá máa ló yẹ ká máa pariwo wọn síta. Èmi ò sí ibi tó ti ń bo àṣírí nǹkan burúkú. Ẹ jẹ́ ká pariwo síta kàn pé ẹ̀kan hide under the pretext pé ẹ fẹ́ sọ kìíní kẹ má bàa wọn máa ń gàgí wọn harass ni. Ṣé wọn harass Délé Gíwá ni?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ Alàgbà Adékúnlé, the only tíntínní tí mo kàn fẹ́ fi kún tàbí tí mo fẹ́ fi kún ọ̀nà tẹ́ ń gbà yẹn ni wípé òótọ́ ò kí wà ńlẹ̀ kò ní kó máa sọ ọ̀hún, and ọ̀rọ̀ dẹ̀ kì í tóbi ká lọ mọ́ ọ̀bẹ tá a máa fi gé. Ohun tèmi fẹ́ sọ sínú gbogbo ohun tí a jọ ń sọ lórí ìjókòó yìí ni wípé is 100% correct wípé fear of reprisal, fear of wípé any of the Naija local newspapers kàn máa gbé kíní wa Monday to Friday, and that is why I want to support area àbíjẹ sọ pé I think it should be a challenge like Alàgbà Ṣèyí also said pé I think we have to see it as a challenge pé ohun tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n máa ń sáré gbé something negative nípa wa àwa Yorùbá campaigner Yorùbá, I see it as a project, the movement. Ẹni tó bá ti dàbí pé ó nẹ́gẹ́ báyìí wọ́n máa hàn yín mọ́. So isn't it right to say pé bá a ṣe ń sọ yìí kí àwọn tó wọn máa jẹ́ policy makers, especially in the area of press, in the area of information kiniwa, to come up with how we can also, in a subtle manner, attract the local newspaper. But I'm fully aware, and this is the truth, wípé democracy wa ò tí extend débi pé ẹnìkan free to say whatever they. You are trying to describe the level of poverty of Nigerian press, because most of the time an average journalist in Nigeria lives on brown envelope. It's unfortunate. They live on the envelope because, number one, most of their employers hardly would pay them. And they pay them, they don't pay them handsomely. They don't. It's a lockbar, it's a army. There are things that we have long list of reasons that we just say this cannot continue under our watch. We cannot be part of this shenanigan. We just want to go because we can do it better. We can achieve and arrive at a better destination. So, as additional contribution to your views, I think we should ask our press, and I'm happy to say I can say to you that the press aspect of this movement is gaining ground every day. They are making loose and loose of changes. They're bringing ideas, meet the press, do this and do that. I want to appreciate that as a media person. But then I think three of us will agree to ask the press department to do more, to find a way of bringing them in a way. Kó má jẹ́ pé negative pé Ọ̀túnba ti kò ní media o, ìyẹn náà máa kàn sáré pé the leader of the media resigned. So máa gbé ẹ̀ka critique. Anyway.
I'm sorry, ẹ má bínú.
Yeah, sure. Go on.
Tá a bá tí flog issue kan ká flog ẹ̀ kó ká nà kó díẹ̀.
Ó kúnná dáadáa.
Mi ì fẹ́ jẹ́ ká kúrò.
Ká lọ sórí mi, no problem. It's our program. It's our show. It's our own show. Yeah, go on.
What I will advise the media team is to establish a TV channel that will be devoid of all these noises. All these noises, devoid of all this social media participation. See, máa run be like a mainstream media. To wá pé èèyàn lè sọ pé èèyàn lè fọ́sọ̀yà pé kí ni irú èmi ń sìn mí oṣù yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ mi kì í ṣègbéraga o, mi ò kì í wò. There are some other shows tí mi kì í wò. Mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń wo YSDM TV nísìnyí. Mo rò pé bóyá ká upgrade YSDM TV yẹn to kó fara pẹ́ mainstream media. Ó máa ṣòro láti establish newspaper in that realm, in that direction. But a lè sọ YSDM di ká upgrade YSDM ó máa dàbí wọ́n máa sọ wọ́n tó kò ní jẹ́ interviews nìkan náà ló máa ṣe. Bóyá kọ́ máa ní segment wọ́n máa sọ news nǹkan tí ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ bóyá at certain intervals. Wọ́n máa ṣe kọ́ máa sọ news in both Yorùbá and English. Èmi ò bá tẹ̀lé pé kọ́ máa lò làjẹ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan because làjẹ́ ló ṣe.
Yes, why not? Even local dialect, Ekiti, Ìlàjẹ, Ẹ̀gbá.
No, Ìlàjẹ ni.
No. Àwórì.
Torí Ìlàjẹ ló. Àwórì
Èkìtì gbé o.
Ẹ̀yin méjìlá.
Méjìlá là.
Kẹ́rin kò lè ẹ mọ̀ wo.
Now, yeah, just to.
But in a more seriously.
Yes.
Nǹkan tí mi fi pé ó yẹ kí a ṣe nìyẹn ká upgrade the
YSDM. It's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. It's a good idea.
Could have been pseudo mainstream TV. Kó máa sọ news kó má jẹ́ kó jẹ́ ojoojúmọ́ ló ń ṣe. Kì í ṣe dandan kó jẹ́ ìyálòde nìkan ló ń ṣe kíní yẹn. Kó gba àwọn èèyàn díẹ̀ náà ló máa nídìí. From time to time kọ́kàn máa sọ news ká gbọ́ interview ká dẹ̀. You know.
Kí kó bá lè yẹ pé it's only one concert or concentrated on one particular area, like you rightly said, because you see the most powerful tool in any governance anywhere in the whole world is the media.
It's the mass media. It's the mass media.
That's why the first one, legislature, executive, judiciary, and the fourth one, and gbogbo àwọn the 1, 2, 3 yẹn they cannot breathe without media.
The media. No.
Because if but pé media tí wọ́n ní o media aráàta media nǹkan kan ni, they will still have to be seen or heard via media. And over depend be how the media of that country, how robust, how buoyant, how well put together, how structured it is.
Yeah.
So I have no doubt in my mind that following what you are saying, our media need to do. But again, don't forget it's all naissance. Be whatever. But we have no reasons not to do what we have to do. And that's why I get easily angry. Kí la tún need láti develop Mercedes-Benz jàre? Kí la tún need láti develop aircraft? Ṣé a ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ lọ bẹ̀ sí kó àwọn nǹkan kan ni? We can bring a new shape, a new idea of how things should look like. Me mind. But àti kọ́lé, mo ṣe ẹ̀kọ́ sí báyìí fẹ́ kọ́lé. Wọ́n lè ti àwọn kan tó fẹ́ try láti kọ́lé sí irú òfurufú báyìí mi rò kàn tí succeed. But I used to have I used to have a friend, she's an engineer, and she convinced me to believe pé abẹ́ omi gangan better láti kọ́lé ń bẹ̀ ju orí ilẹ̀ lọ. And apart from pé bẹ́ẹ̀ máa lọ lérọ̀lẹ́, ẹ máa ní láti tẹ wá kọ́lé yín síbẹ̀ sábẹ́ omi, tá a máa lọ sílé lálẹ́ nírọ̀lẹ́, ẹ máa ní láti wọ àwọn aṣọ kan tó máa jẹ́ pé anyway, that's so I agree with you. That's a heavy and substantial contribution towards our media. Yoruba, this Yoruba project, Yoruba Nation project, needs more media than anything now. Because media ni a máa ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn á mọ̀ yìí pé tí a bá lọ sórí drawing board, ká plan not to fail, ká get àwọn act wa, ká get àwọn nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe, ká ṣe properly, ká educate wọn. Because from experience, ó dà pé most government tí wọ́n ṣoríire láyé, tí n bá bí yín kọ̀ọ̀kan nísìnyí pé àwọn government tí wọ́n ṣoríire, their government tí wọ́n ti pa, tí wọ́n ti deny àwọn èèyàn wọn, the electorate, the ordinary people, the grassroots, the opportunity to be, they deny them education because they don't know. And that's why I take pé ẹnìkan kàn kówó yan 1 million jẹ, á dẹ̀ tún máa ṣe yanda báyìí. Things like that cannot happen in a country where people are educated. What do you say to that? What can you add to that? The education of the masses is key. It's very, very important.
Okay. Since the alàgbà Ọláyọdé ti dìde, bóyá kí n dáhùn question.
Yeah.
Okay. The mantra of the Washington Post is democracy dies in silence. The motto of the Washington Post is
mantra, motto, yeah.
And honestly, that is my mantra. Ẹ̀yin sọ̀rọ̀ educating the masses. Èmi á sọ pé informing information. And what Washington Post is trying to say there is that stifling the masses of information kills democracy. Ó dẹ̀ ń affect wa because àwọn èèyàn wa wọ́n receive quality information as to what we're doing. Ṣó yẹ kó yà yín lẹ́nu pé tẹ bá pe Nigeria sometimes, tẹ bá bèrè lọ ẹlòmíì pé ṣó gbọ́n pa Yorùbá, kí báwo ni Yorùbá nation pa? Ẹlòmíì ní máa gbọ́n kankan. Tó bá tẹ̀ wọ́n nínú gidi gan, tó bá tẹ̀ wọ́n nínú pé wọ́n sọ ń bì kan bẹ̀ yẹn, wọ́n sọ ń bì kan bẹ̀ yẹn. That means we are not flooding the society with enough information. And how do we flood the society with genuine and quality information? I would say it's not by ariwo ń bí ariwo long. Yorùbá nation a máa gbá ní. Ṣé mo sọ kinní kan ní ṣòyìn ní àná.
Yeah.
Mo sọ pé we need 3 elements láti achieve nǹkan tá à ń ṣe. Timing. By all indication, the timing is right. However, 2 other elements. You can determine 2 other elements.
Yeah.
Is the messenger. We need a strong messenger. We already have a very strong messenger in Professor Akintoye, but he needs some foot soldiers to disseminate the information. So we need right messengers, and the message must be clear. But we don't have the right messengers at the moment. Àwọn ariwo la kàn ń gbọ́ káàkiri. So àwọn nǹkan mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta wọ̀nyí tá bá lè connect wọn, ó ṣe kókó, ó ṣe pàtàkì láti lè inform, láti lè educate àwọn èèyàn wa. Tá a bá educate àwọn èèyàn wa of what is going on, tó ń bá gbọ́, not just quality education ni mo sọ, kì í ṣe pé quality information ni mo sọ. That's why we sọ pé we need to have like a quasi mainstream media ká develop fúnra wa. Ó tiẹ̀ ṣe tá a bá develop fúnra wa, òun ló máa jẹ́ our first news station ní Republic of orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. So gbogbo kinní wọ̀nyí a gbọ́dọ̀ make sure pé à ń ṣe létò ń tẹ̀lé. And a gbọ́dọ̀ make sure pé a well laid out plan is always the most successful. A gbọ́dọ̀ plan in such a way pé easy fún wa láti máa disseminate information fún àwọn èèyàn. A gbọ́ pé radio station kan bọ̀. Tẹ́ bá rántí nígbà tí Abiola, during the Abiola imbroglio, Radio Kudirat wà. Tó ń fún àwọn èèyàn. A ti ń gbọ́ sìn pé radio station ń bọ̀. Àti rí. Mo mọ̀ pé ó lè jẹ́ kinní kan tàbí méjì ló ń fà á tí àwọn èèyàn tí kinní ò ṣe tí ì ṣe. Ṣùgbọ́n it is necessary for us to have at least 2 means of information. TV ti wà ń sìn, mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ YSDM TV, mo jẹ́rìí ìyàwó tó bá ń gbọ́ wa lálẹ́, mo mọ̀ pé ó máa work towards what I've just said, because I've spoken to her a few times and I know she's a perfectionist. She listens to good quality advice. Mo mọ̀ pé ó máa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. I need radio náà.
I happen to, sorry to interrupt you there.
Okay.
I happen to be part of a group that had a look at Kenan Shelesi radio. And I'm sure as we speak, one of our young gurus in IT gurus was mandated to start this radio station, Lamid. I'm not too sure. I've not listened to this, but I think there's a radio station already. How buoyant, how wild
coverage.
But I don't think it has. I know. Sorry, I some back on, but for now, me want to sort of and want to listen. See, if I thought it's on now, I don't know if it's now on air. I don't know that I cannot say. But okay. I know he was working on it, but I don't know. We ought to Paris project and finally to what's on air. That I don't know.
Then we can also use our medium here to call on them. I know Alagbawa, Professor Wale Adeniro is the chairman of that. I'm a member. What I promise our viewers, people listening to us, is because these are, like I said, these outlets, they are key, very, very important.
Very, very vital. Very, very vital.
Yeah. So I'll get in touch with him tomorrow after congratulating me, and then. Yes.
It's a very brilliant idea. Upgrading the TV, the news broadcast, everything. Even entertainment. Another one, we can print journals in Yoruba language, like we wrote. like the way ìròyìn Gangbara, something like that. That not sell. That we can give, we are our newspapers here. We can give to them maybe 2-3 pages of leaflets like that, and to be distributed to people to read as part of, I don't know if it's a go. If we can also add that to what's happening. What's happening there?
Owó ni kẹ̀kẹ́ yìí rédíò rere o. Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ń gbọ́ nìyẹn? Your audio.
Audio yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣé audio yín àbọ̀dọ̀.
No, èmi ń gbọ́ yín, à ń gbọ́ra wa, èmi ń gbọ́ mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta, àmì ń gbọ́ méjèèjì.
Ọ̀túnbọ̀dà pé ọ̀dọ̀ yín ni àbọ̀dọ̀ mi ni.
No, ọ̀dọ̀ ló máa jẹ́ o, èmi ń gbọ́ alàgbà Adékúnlé.
There is nothing, mi ò ṣe kọ́kọ́ sí tẹlifóònù mi.
Ẹ bẹ̀ tèmi ń gbọ́ yín, ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ ń gbé mi náà àbí?
No, ó ń him back on.
Ó ń crack.
Ṣé látọ̀dọ̀ mi?
Ó dàgbé general ni o. Ṣé òun tèmi clear?
Èmi ń gbọ́ OtunbaHOO.
Yes.
Clearly. Ó dẹ̀ dákọ̀ náà ń gbọ́ mi clearly.
Clearly.
So, and we can hear you clearly too. And I can hear you too.
Bóyá France ni bóyá ti múná lọ ní France.
Ó ti better.
And ọ̀dọ̀ yín nìyẹn náà bà.
What could have happened? I don't know what happened.
Anyway, I think we can develop this idea. And again, I want to say to people listening to us, this program is about making it happen, bringing ideas, innovations, things that are going to enhance, make it better for the movement. While we are talking, I don't do share. I don't do, but anyway, please, where possible, share, like, love.
Ara àwọn nǹkan tó máa ń bí mi nínú lẹ́sọ̀ yẹn ẹ bá mi share.
Table.
So, but again, the normal, on a normal situation, fear is fear. On a normal situation, when the idea of asking people to share is to help bring more people to watch
it.
So, and that's why I put it here. People who want to please share. I think there'll be a time, as time goes on, a lot of people will just take their whole day to Google Kiloch and Shele. And that's why I rather want people who want to like our program to subscribe and then press the notification buttons. I have pressed thousands of notification buttons. So it's back on come lójijì. It's about fair woman waiting by the fair woman.
Can I ask you a question, sir?
Yes, please.
Since you don't totally gel with the idea of share, kí ló dé tí wọn kì í máa ń flag program?
Because number one, this program, I don't think it will ever be monetized. I don't think the
end of nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ fà jáde gangan nílé
okay, but still asking our friend, maybe
a lot of people ń ṣe kínní for the
monetary gain,
but wọ́n gbàgbé pé the more, if the quality of the program improves,
absolutely,
more people will join the show, watch their show without canvassing that show to be shared and all that. So, me and Koiki in the Bashi program come share. People want to listen to Koiki, so people want to listen to other.
Yeah, and it's also sad to note again, like I said, as a media person, it's sad to note that maybe because of lack of training, because you see, there's nothing. For a period of time. They have a kind of induction course. So now department many things. I create that training field for they are very polite. There's so many things they do.
There's a method to their lane skill or
Yes.
on education. There is a method to it, and between induction and test in between why so one ẹlòmíì akọ̀hún bọ́ sí gbòòrò that's why they gbogbo àwọn tó ń ṣe skit kiri I don't eléyìí fẹ́ ṣe skit tó ń fẹ́ ṣe skit eléyìí fẹ́ ṣe skit tó ń ṣe sọ
everybody wants to do that.
ti kìíní mo complain pa kan tó kàn gbá àwọn èèyàn létí kiri lẹ́yìn wọn collect agbá àwọn èèyàn òun encourage violence nìyẹn òun náà ń pè ní court guy kí ló ń jẹ́ court guy is it at one eulogize the evil thing in society? I think eulogize the violence. Isn't it?
I know. Sorry, and that's why again and again the issue of education as a big body is number one thing in any society. Education. Even our talk about education, want to spend fantastic, a big chunk amount of money on education because you cannot get to the end. The more education we have, a society has, the better. And that is where àwọn òṣèlú nílùú Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n deprive àwọn èèyàn tó ń mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ fi wọ́n sí ìsàlẹ̀ freezer to keep them permanently there because they always want to reuse them as a cheap commodity. So on them, if you are not in position to explain yourself, defend yourself, in a way, there it becomes a Bamiche syndrome. And a Bamiche syndrome, you now have the Buga posture. But people like who can fill a form, who can decipher, who can write a little, not big English, like I said. The hardly can be more ni gone because you're ni majority of our people come on ni gone on the bastardize one ti gbọpọlọ wọn ti fi wọn ti tọ́jú ẹ̀ síbì kan wọn kàn ń lò wọn ni even bá ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ you be shocked wípé tàbá even ká tẹ̀ máa fi owó ránṣẹ́ sí àwọn èèyàn wa bí wọ́n bá ti gbowó yẹn tán táwọn olóṣèlú tẹ́ mọ̀ pé ìyà ni wọ́n tẹ̀ wá kọ́ sí pé ìyà ló fẹ́ lọ jẹ o Jídé àwọn máa lọ jìyà 4 years ni a ní kán mọ owó yẹn wá. It's all part of education. It's all part of ibi tó gbé bá rẹ̀. So, and that is also, I think it's also now again planning is who want to go first? Ibi tá ń bá lọ yìí ibi tá gbé bára wa dé yìí tàbí ibi tí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá movement kìíní yìí dé yìí kí lẹ rò yìí pé ó yẹ ká yìí tún ṣe tá a ṣe? Let's start with Alàgbà Adékúnlé. Kí ló yẹ ká yìí ṣe?
Can I ẹ má jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kí Mr. Ṣèyí.
Well, it's good to ó máa kàn yín kọ̀ọ̀kan ó yá Ṣèyí.
Okay. Iṣẹ́ wa àtú láti tún múra sí dáadáa ni. Àwọn èèyàn wa wọ́n sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan wípé ariwo làwọn èèyàn wa ń gbọ́ ariwo, but we are not sending out the right message to let our people know that. Mo ní ìkọsọ pé ẹ má election mọ kíní kan, but when the right message is being sent out, ó máa bọ́ sí medulla oblongata wọn, ó máa reprocess ní brain wọn pé ọ̀rọ̀ ló ń sọ yìí. Mo ní kí n sọ pé ẹ má lọ dìbò. Nobody told me pé kò sẹ́ tó sọ fún mi pé election is not the solution to Nigeria's problem. It's the solution to Nigeria's problem. It's because I know mo lè jókòó mo analyze one by one A, B, C, D gbogbo ẹ̀ mo pé àwọn under slavery lélẹ̀ lọ́tà tó ń bọ̀ yìí. So, but our people doesn't know. Okay, listen, àwọn èèyàn wà lọ fún rally ẹ̀yẹ́ ká lọ because creating awareness, educating, information is what the rally is about. But the rally, to me, that town Shiloro could serve purpose to me. What I say is noise making. even compared to the one we've had last year. Last year was even far more organized, structured than what I've seen. Let's say since Saturday. I'm not criticizing. I want to appreciate those that have gone from one place to the other. They spend their time, their money, their energy. I can see the passion is there, but it is not well organized. That's the only that is missing in the rallies that I'm seeing. Oh, it's not well organized because the message is not there for the people to listen to. We are hearing, we are seeing here from far, and I'm sure those that don't suffer, but for beyond number one content of one by one. But the general message and is that it's too much of noise. We just need one person or an instrument to broadcast the message for people to listen to. For example, Prof this many times. Our recordings, Prof, they can play it. Baba Ali, thank God, he want to share, want to CD. Thank God more. He has worked so hard to produce something for awareness. Mo tún lè sọ fún Koiki ni, ṣé kò sí CD yìí ni, ṣé kò sí tape yìí ni, mi ò sí mi lè wọ́ tí mo ti lè rí láti pe Dr. Ali pé ẹjọ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn gan wà busy ṣé mo lè bá mi tẹ́lẹ̀ send tape yìí sí mi for God's sake. Àwọn èèyàn lọ́kàn pariwo yìí lọ́kàn ní káàkiri nǹkan tó fẹ́ gbà wọ́n kàn pariwo Yorùbá nation náà gbígbó ṣàkíní kan. It's good, but that is not what they want to listen to. Àwọn mẹ́sẹ̀gì tó pé kí ni ìdí tá a fẹ́ fi kúrò gangan kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan sọ́mọ Yorùbá irúgbèsè ayé wo là ń gbé irúgbèsè ayé wo la máa gbé ní ìlú wa gangan àwọn nǹkan táwọn èèyàn fẹ́ mọ̀ nìyẹn kò rí nǹkan táwọn èèyàn bá gbọ́ yẹn ẹ má sọ pé má ti sọ pé no more election no more kìnìún àwọn fúnra lọ́mọ lọ tí òye bá yé àwọn èèyàn wa dáadáa tó ti gbọ́ tó yé wọn tó máa rí ọ̀tọ̀ àwọn nǹkan tó máa fi fọlọ́ṣèlú ọwọ́ wọn ló kù sí àwọn ọlọ́mọ ọmọdé máa ń dùn wọn ọwọ́ àwọn èèyàn ló àwọn gan ló mọ̀ pé wọ́n sọ pé àìwá náà kí ló ń ṣe àwọn gan ló máa bọ́ tà fún ara wọn ló máa bọ́ tà fún ara wọn tó yẹ bá ti yé wọn dáadáa ìlú táwọn ń gbé yìí pàtó ìyè yé àwọn aráàlú yìí ní wọ́n ṣe ṣe French Revolution lọ bọ́ tà tó jórí ọba wọn dànù pàtó yé wọn ni.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, that's a very good area of thinking. And then, but this is the bottom part of it will be educating that that they are already informed. But then again, then the question comes: is it chicken or the egg? Which one comes first? And that's I think. We should appreciate ourselves. People should also appreciate that part of the job here, our main preoccupation here, as we are burning the candles at this time of the day, is to add to the curriculum of enlightenment and when come on, election that's a very good example. Ó ń sọ fún yín pé number one orí yín ò pé wá pọn mi sínú apẹ̀rẹ̀. n tó ń sọ fún yín nìyẹn because in another 4 years n tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Mushin Babalóòṣà Ṣómólú Ìdíòrò tàbí rí àbí ibìkan ní Gbági tàbí Ọ̀tà Ṣàngó nǹkan kan life is not going to get better in that coast.
No way.
So ǹtẹ̀ máa bèrè ni pé kí là ń sọ kí ló ń sọ alàgbà lágbájá candidate nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ kí là ń sọ kí lẹ̀ ń sọ fún wa. The 4 years, the last 60 years bring us nothing. So, mo dẹ̀ ti gbọ́ lọ́dọ̀ àwọn kan pé tá bá separate, tá bá break ara wa into kíní, àwọn kan á lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rearrange ara wọn. Alàgbà Adékúnlé, what do you want to add?
Ẹ ṣé Ọ̀túnba. I couldn't agree more with both of you. You hit the nail on the head. However, that's
good.
However, there are two sides to a coin. One side led to Sonye. And what is the other side to this coin, Lady Sonye? It is the leadership of the campaign, so to speak. I like referring to what I said earlier to buttress what I will say later. And what ṣe rántí pé mo sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé èmi ó dà pé ṣe ni àwọn kan ń fa wá àgbo sẹ́yìn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
And that èmi ti rí bàbá as a head of state, even though not formally. I appeared on a show and mo sọ nínú show yẹn wípé Baba needs, the professor, our leader, needs to be more assertive. I said, perhaps, Baba needs to act like a benevolent dictator. Nǹkan tí mò ń sọ ní ìgboro yìí, mo ti sọ privately fún àwọn èèyàn pé Baba needs to start, perhaps, and perhaps underline, needs to start act like a benevolent dictator. Because about people appreciate strength. People so I can do this. No matter how it means I can do this, even one bullish, it means should be èèyàn wa kan tó sọ pé Ọlọ́run ti fi rán mi, èmi ni mo lè ṣe, èmi náà fi rán mi. That's not what I'm saying. This is what I intend to do. I am this. There's a way to it's all about communication.
Yeah.
Mo dẹ̀ believe pé bàbá ní communication skill.
Very, very well. Very well.
Láti sọ àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí. Nǹkan tí the leadership needs to do its own part, and the followership needs to do their own part as well, before we let those who will judge us, and those are the listeners. Okay, I take a go. Baba, we leader wa. Ẹ jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ kí gbogbo akakọ accept pé baba is our head of state now. Kẹ́ wá wò bóyá ìròyìn ní lọ káàkiri. Ẹ yé rí baba as chairman. Thankfully, want to resign as chairman of LAB. But we should now go a little bit further. Let us see him as our head of state, our number one head of state. Very pé wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní àwa ní ká máa fún ọ ní instrument, àwa ní ká tẹ̀sí mọ́. Wọ́n tún gba instrument of office yẹn ká máa rí wọn in that realm, in that light.
That realm.
So ó máa jẹ́ kí nǹkan change. Ó máa jẹ́ kí nǹkan accelerate. Á yà wá lẹ́nu bí àwọn èèyàn ṣe máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí Yorùbá nation. Ṣé kó máa ṣojú ẹ̀mí mi? Bá Yorùbá nation. Ṣé kó ṣeé ṣe? Yorùbá nation. Àwọn tó the naysayers, the pessimists, they will now begin to see it as not just as probable, but as possible. So àwọn tó dẹ̀ see it as possible, they will now begin to see it as, oh, it is going to be. It means I believe it is going to be. I told you I've already seen Professor Akintoye as a head of state. Bó ṣe ká ṣe máa rí wọn nìyẹn. Ẹ má jẹ́ fún anybody any iota of doubt as to what our particular agitation, our particular campaign. Èmi rò pé ká step it up a little bit. Ká step it up a notch. Pé ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí èmi ti rí bàbá as head of state. He is my head of state. Ó máa ṣòro nsìn. Èmi ò rò pé my Nigerian passport will expire next year. Into the but that's not what I rely on to travel anywhere. But I'm looking forward to holding orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá that passport. Mo mọ̀ pé wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ lábẹ́lẹ̀ but there is a way tá lè fi máa enlighten àwọn èèyàn, àwọn skeptics, tá fi lè máa enlighten wọn. Bá a bá ṣe oníbúnígbá bá ṣe gbégbá ẹ̀ òun la ṣe ń bá a. Taba àwa tá a wà nínú kìíní tá a bá sọ pé bàbá is our head of state. Who is anybody else láti máa bá wa rí bẹ́ẹ̀?
Mm.
Ó máa difficult. Ó máa difficult. Bàtà bá gbé wọ́n ní wọn nílà ń gbé lárugẹ. Bàbá Ládé ń sìn. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé wọn lárugẹ ká pè wọ́n ní orúkọ tó yẹ ká máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pè wọ́n. Head of state ni bàbá yìí now. Why should we see him anything less than that?
Mm.
So it's important we begin to understand that our ways of doing things, it's bàbá ṣe ṣe nǹkan, òun ló ṣe ń bàbá ṣe presentation ni, bàbá ṣe present ara wa ni, òun náà ṣe bá a rí, òun náà ṣe máa rí wa.
No doubt about that.
So tèmi nìyẹn, those are the two sides of the coin.
Yeah.
Tèmi rí.
I'm in position to say this to viewers and listeners. During my time of the chairmanship of the media, and also one of very close ally, Baba, and I mean sometimes advice or whatever, I have insisted that the emboldenment of the national leadership must be preserved, but then again, we can escalate it, as you said. Fine. It's worth considering. I mean, I also I want to agree no more than it's because in turn abani long be Bilaruge. No. And also I make a note of some of the things that have been discussed here tonight. By now, I need láti tún lọ sí United Nations tàbí any country kankan láti lọ kọ́gbọ́n wa. Ọgbọ́n tó wà available tó ń fly all over the place like air, ó ti tó wa. But I've been making this also as a suggestion. Again, I'm concentrating, I'm putting 80-90% of my time on this talk show thing because I also realize we can be seen as a vehicle. We can be seen as a transmitter that disseminate hot news, rich information to support.
Shaking side, mo fẹ́ sáré sọ nǹkan fún wa. Ó dà pé ẹ ti fẹ́ máa round up.
Well, we have 13 more minutes to play with.
Okay, kí n sáré ka nǹkan lóyìn òyìnbó ní ṣá o.
Next time tó bá ń bọ̀ ń bí Kúnlé tó bá ń bọ̀ ń bí kọ́ ní Yorùbá o. Torí mo ti.
Ẹ fẹ́ jẹ́ kí accident.
Okay, before you even go there, isn't this an opportunity fún ẹjọ́ ẹ̀yin ọmọ wa, ẹ̀yin youth, even ẹ̀yin àgbà tí bóyá ẹ ti retire ni, kẹ́ go into learning Yoruba because there are a lot of jobs to be done. Ó máa dé stage kan, òyìnbó máa di vernacular lọ́dọ̀ wa ni o. Because Yoruba yìí ló máa jẹ́ A to Z of everything in Yoruba land. And like I said, God has done it that way. Gbogbo nǹkan la ní Yoruba. Gbogbo nǹkan wá pé. But having said that, there's no 100% completed package of any language. But okay, I'll allow you to go. But let me quickly make the point. Mo first suggest, I've shared this with Papa and many other who is who. They are going to any which way. I'm gonna watch a program here that I can assure everybody.
Okay.
By now, I want all the states. I want states when I want big states when by now can't go to any national leaders. Our national leaders should come on board. Baba should call them on board to start supporting him because like rightly
why are you starting something we can't finish tonight? Because Emma
okay, then for another night. Okay, we can put it for another night as a main
another night because I have a lot to say about that. So
okay. I was trying to pick it from you. All right, read what you want to read. Only today ni English o.
ẹ ṣe mo dúpẹ́ pé ẹ fún mi ní chance. I wrote earlier that the Republic of Oodua Republic lèmi tẹ̀ ló máa ń tètè possible lẹ́nu jù. The Republic of Oodua is a country in waiting without any flamboyant activities. It is an inherent deduction with solid intellectual capacity, irrefutable political activism grounded in our cultural foundation. Mo lè break it down, but ó ti òye nǹkan mo sọ ó ti yé àwọn olóyè, ó dẹ̀ yé àwa tá wà nínú studio náà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
So nídìí èyí ẹ jẹ́ ká wá ríra wa, mo lè sọ túmọ̀ ẹ̀yin Yorùbá ń sìn, mo lè sọ túmọ̀ ẹ̀yin Yorùbá ń sìn.
Ó bẹ́tà.
Kí n bẹ̀rẹ̀ báyìí kí n sọ pé there are different meanings in Yorùbá tó pé adìẹ funfun ni wá, a gbọ́dọ̀ mara wa lágbà. That's number one. Number two, when I said we are not flamboyant without any flamboyant activities, ẹ mọ àwọn tó wà ní apá ọ̀tún wa lọ́hùn, tá a bá fèsì north, àwọn kan wà lápá ọ̀tún.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
To our right, they do their things in flamboyance, but we do it in intellectualism, pẹ̀lú ọgbọ́n àti ìmọ̀ àti òye.
Orí pípé.
Pẹ̀lú orí pípé. Yorùbá ò kì í lọ sógun tán nílé win. Ó jẹ́ kí n believe pé what we're doing, we are winning. It is done. Kí n tún translate with solid. No, follow with solid. It is an inherent deduction with solid intellectual capacity. That's self-explanatory. Irrefutable political activism. Gbogbo aláwọn bá ṣe ń ṣe kínní tí ò bá já wa ni a lè gba independence, bó tẹ̀ jẹ́ pé independence àti ẹ̀gbọ́n a tó dáadáa, òun ló fi jẹ́ pé wọ́n fi dá lóru mọ́ ṣàpáǹsìn. Grounded in our cultural foundation. Culture wa ni tẹ́ bá wo culture Yorùbá káwọn òyìnbó tó dé, àwọn nǹkan tá à ń ṣe wọ̀nyí kò ń ṣàjòjì fún wa rárá. So ẹ má jẹ́ àgbàgbé orísun wa, ẹ má jẹ́ àgbàgbé roots wa.
Ká má lọ kó àpò ìyà, ká má lọ sókọ́.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ̀bẹ̀ ni mò ń bẹ̀ wá, ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Let us do it. Àwọn tẹ̀yìn tí mo ti kì í ṣe àwọn nǹkan mo fẹ́ sọ yìí is not for us here in the studio or YSDM or so ìlànà àbí whatever. Àwọn tó wà ń ta ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ crave indulgence mi, èmi náà fẹ́ pariwo kíní kan tí mo ti criticize. Share ẹ share fún àwọn tí ò tí ì mọ kíní wọ̀nyí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kán lè gbọ́. Ibi tí mo rò pé share is not for to gain. No. This is not for financial inducement. No. But ẹ share fún àwọn kan. Information. Orí fóònù mi ń sìn tí program mi bá ti dé, tí olóòtú bá ti send ẹ̀ sí mi, mo máa ń share pẹ̀lú àwọn èèyàn. Mo ti send link yẹn sí yín already, link yẹn ti wà lọ́dọ̀ yín. Àwọn tó máa ń bá mi argue nípa Yorùbá nation, mo máa ń bá wọn èmi àti pé nǹkan tó sọ yẹn òótọ́ ni bá mọ̀ kó òótọ́ ni ọ̀tẹ̀. Kí ni bọ̀tì yẹn? Explain that but to me. Yẹn ni ò kí ń yé mi. Mo fẹ́ suggest ṣe alàgbà. Mo fẹ́ suggest next time any of you are the main kini. Tẹ́ bá ní anybody tẹ́ rò pé ó máa join ni wa, bring the person on board so we can for a while you can ask him questions, we can talk together, because business of media, business of information, ó dàbí atẹ́gùn ni o. Ẹni tí ò bá breathe atẹ́gùn bá máa kú dànù ni. So and that is why we need to use our media, this medium to disseminate information very, very fast, because àwọn èèyàn lack information. Again, I'm happy you stopped me, and part of this too, àwọn area become àti pé they are so gigantic, they are so huge, they are so massive. Tẹ́ pé tá a bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí a ṣe part 1, part 2, part 3 ká tó lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní impact. But what concerns me, mo tó ń du èmi tèmi fẹ́
tí mo lè ṣe ẹ̀kọ́ gbọ́dọ̀ agree ni pé a ń láti go back to the drawing board, and part of what we want to do in the drawing board is to get information fast out there to let people know what we are talking about. Tí má fẹ́ take it from what Alàgbà Ṣèyí Ọláyọdé said, ó ní àwọn èèyàn wọ́n láti mọ reason tí wọ́n ṣe ní dìbò, wọ́n láti mọ reason tó yẹ pé wọ́n ní gba 1,000 tó fẹ́ síbẹ̀, wọ́n dẹ̀ fẹ́ rà rẹsì tí òwò tó yẹ pé oúnjẹ tán lè jẹ 1 hour pẹ̀lú ìyàwó méjì àti ọmọ bíi mẹ́sàn-án. You know, how does that take you? How far would that take you? But because lack of knowledge, lack of pé wọn ò mọ nǹkan tí wọ́n ń ṣe, tèmi ìdè mọ̀ bẹ̀ torí ò pé ni. So it is the onus is on us. Àwa yìí ìtajọ wà ń bí lálẹ́ yìí sìn tàbí ní wákàtí ní how much information are we reeling out to people? I can imagine àwọn tó bá tún wo kíyàn pé òótọ́ mà ní ìbá lọ dìbò ìfẹ́ kẹ́nìkan pè mí pé kí wọ́n lọ pọnmi sápẹ̀rẹ̀, kò sí guarantee pé kíní ṣẹ́mọ̀ àrò lẹ́ẹ̀mejì, then àwa wò kí lọ alternative, a dẹ̀ máa fún wọn lọ alternative yẹn ni pé in another 4 years tá a bá gba ìlú àti change, so many things will be changed to benefit of everybody. So I want to thank you, the panel. I want to thank you, my friends, my company, the studio today. Hopefully very soon again we are going to meet, and next time if we have 1 or 2 more people on this structure, we can bring in more people, and from my experience I had, we can manage them and then share information with them and so on and so forth. Mo fẹ́ dúpẹ́ lọ yín fún torí ẹ̀ tí ó dẹ̀ ti àná yìí ní nǹkan kan ṣọ́túnba máa tún pè ọ́ yes, we can do another show tomorrow, tonight, anytime. Please, if you feel like it, I have an idea, I want to dispense, I want to promote it, call me. The studio will be ready within 20-25 minutes, and then we can move on. Again, thank you very, very much, Alàgbà Ṣèyí Ọláyọdé from France.
Welcome, sir.
Alàgbà Adékúnlé Adélẹ́yẹ from the United States of America. Before you go, President yín ṣé èpo ń fi ẹ̀wọ̀n ṣeré báyìí ní ọmọ pẹ̀lú gbogbo former president yín.
Ẹ má bẹ̀rẹ̀ nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ lè parí ẹ̀.
Okay.
Ṣé mọ̀ pé
lóòótọ́ ni because of time.
I'm a conservative.
Yes.
But I'm a benevolent conservative.
Okay.
So tó bá jẹ́ pé ibi tí ìlú ti dá ni tó ń ṣe nǹkan tó dá ni, I will be a Republican.
Okay.
But my kind of conservatism is not as harsh as what they are propounding here in America. So mo sọ lórí show kan pé I'm developing benevolent conservatism as a political system.
Nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, Olúwa fún ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ we need anything
that I will match with our culture.
Yes. Thank you. I'm just, my eyes is on the clock, and I know that the biggest problem I have and many other presenters or hosts is the issue of time. So mo dúpẹ́ lọ yín once more, and gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wò wá ẹ bá wa share, ẹ̀yin náà tẹ́ bá délé kẹ́ share kínní. Thank you very much and good night.
Good night, sir. Good night,
and our viewers.
Bye, viewers.